All right, guys, so welcome right back on Africa Business Radio. Rachel and Winston are still right here with you.
That's right, and it's getting more and more exciting. It's Lifestyle Friday. Expect nothing less. We had one very interesting guest before now, and we have another person right here in the studio with us.
Absolutely. So a talented, multi-talented filmmaker, director, producer, writer, skit maker. Man has done it all. Think about it. And now a reality TV star. More to come. We have the one and only Timmy Sinclair, TrickyTee, in the building already.
I was talking. I was talking to Winston about how all of these Niger Delta guys come with really fancy names.
I'm telling you,
Sinclair.
You guys have the best names.
I don't understand what
Morris
with the Caucasians.
Right. But good to have you here. Here. How's it been so far, real quick?
It's been good. It's been interesting. You know, it's been fun. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we want to talk about, so there's something about you, right? You know how you've always known how to add value, and we've seen that from your content that you've been creating over the years, especially even after the house. Yeah. Now, from the skits to documentaries to movies and all that stuff, a lot of people don't know how to utilize a platform, or say if they have numbers online, or say they're famous, right? They don't know how to convert that to make what they should be making. Some are making a little something, but they're not making exactly what they should be making. So I wanted to talk to you about converting fame to success, because this is a very key one. And myself and Rachel had talked about how a lot of old Africans don't understand, when young people sit down in the house and they make money off their phone and off their laptops, they think you must be going into
you have to get out of the house.
Exactly. But
why are you sitting in my house and doing nothing?
They don't understand that. But things have changed. You have influencers, you have public figures and all this stuff. But now let's talk about how you can actually utilize your platform or your fame or your influence and convert that to success.
Okay, so first thing, I believe everything you do can be converted into a money making enterprise. But that's the first thing. So
go on.
You need to first understand what you're doing first. So I use myself as an example. So I'm a creative. I make films, and of course I know that I cannot make full movies on Instagram. I could make trailers of the movies on Instagram and put direct traffic, you understand? But I'm like, okay, so since I make films, what other content can I give to my audience so they see me regularly? And I'm like, okay, so I could make short form films, which we call skits or short films, you understand? And then I use that to keep my platform active, entertain my audience too, attract brand deals, because it's basically people always go to where the eyeballs are. So and the only way to keep eyeballs on you is through content. It's through content, and of course you can't be producing a full-length feature film every single day. That takes time. So while you're making your major projects, your long projects, you put up short content that will keep your audience engaged, because that is the one way you can actually now get brands and other people to work with you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Ritual engagement.
So we're talking fame and success. TrickyTee before the house and TrickyTee after the house.
Yes.
What has changed? How has that fame changed you? Please don't tell me I'm still this very same person. Nothing has changed. How has it changed you?
A lot has changed because so everything I'm doing now, I was just doing it before the fame, but I was not known. So the exposure that going to Big Brother gave me now put me in the spotlight, so everything that I now do, people now see it, so it's basically the same thing I've been doing. I just think I'm doing it better now because I have better opportunities,
more audience,
wider audience, I have access to better gadgets, to make these things. So as for things that have changed, I would just say my lifestyle has changed, I used to take bikes, buses easily, but now you can't do that anymore.
Can't do that every second.
Why? Because if you rumpled or what?
My sister, these things.
All right.
Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. So let's talk about you as a filmmaker.
Yes, boss.
Now that's something that content right now, especially post the pandemic, content has always been king, but post the pandemic or post the lockdown and even all through the pandemic, content just became something else. Where people would even pay to watch like people perform.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody thought that would ever happen virtually. So you see people signing up and buying tickets to watch a full virtual concert. In Nigeria, that would have never happened if not for the pandemic. So you as a filmmaker, what should we expect from you, seeing that, you know, you also do powerful documentaries that also, you know, trigger change and affect the society positively? What should we expect from you in that regard? Because that's something that you may not have exactly had so much time to focus on post the house, because you've been so busy, and like you rightly said, it takes time to shoot stuff like that. But what should we expect from you as TrickyTee, the filmmaker?
Okay, so first off, we put out a documentary, myself and a very good friend of mine, Mr. Wazy. Yes, we have a documentary on the whole NSAS protests, and that is up already. So we have that already, and then I'm working on stuff. I'm working on a feature film.
Okay.
You know, I'm also working on a couple of series. I'll call them web series. You know, and also series for TV. So that's coming from me as a filmmaker. And I also have another documentary that I'm working on that has to do with street children's up north. So yes, I have all that.
Sounds pretty good. Can't wait for that.
Yes.
Can't wait for that. Some real impact right there.
Thank you.
So, but how do you decide what to focus on? Because I think that's like the curse of people who are multi-talented.
Yes.
Do you understand? How do you say, okay, you know what, let me do skits for now, or let me produce for now? You also do movies, bro, like proper movies. Yeah. The man actually does movies. So how do you focus on, you know, how do you pick or decide what to focus on without letting the other one suffer? Because the acting part has been suffering, for example, or the directing part
has been suffering. And that's the truth, because you are just one human being. You cannot split yourself in 5 places at a time. Something would suffer, but the truth is you have to like plan and compartmentalize. So you can say, for the next while I'm working on this movie for the next 3 months, I'll put out XYZ content.
Right.
You understand? And then when I'm done with this movie, I move on to the next project. So that's how you handle it. So you have to like decide which projects to focus on based on the immediate need.
Right.
You understand? Immediate need and availability of what it takes, because of course media is expensive. Media is really expensive. So you work with what is available now. So I'm like, okay, so with what we have now, we can put out XYZ content. Then while working on XYZ content, we now penned ABC content and move it forward. So you can finish this and then move on to the next one. You know, that's
okay, how
it works.
Fantastic stuff.
So let's talk about BBN 2021. Social media is already blazing.
It's on fire.
So they started the early stage of the whole
early access auditions.
Exactly, and it already ended. That was yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and you wrote a book about it.
I did indeed.
We are all interested in this book.
Please go and buy the book.
You have to.
Is it possible for all of us, everybody that is just? I'm telling you, because this year we cannot do all. So tell us what's expected to happen during the selection process.
Okay, so I remember doing my time last year when I auditioned. My video that I sent was 11,500 or something. You know, and I discovered that last year over 38,000 people applied.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then they broke it down and I was among the top 20. So the first thing I tell people is you need to stand out. That's what I talk about in my book. You just have to stand out. So the judges have seen 1,000 people. What will make them attracted to you? Trust me, you're not the finest guy. If you've been to people auditions before, I went in 2019. And that was like physical auditions.
Right.
My sister, my brother.
Well, you might just see the crowd and decide, okay, let me just go home.
Yeah, I got there 5 a.m. There were over 5,000 people on the queue.
Whoa.
I'm not joking. Like, I got there 5 a.m. There were over 5,000 people on the queue. That was 2019 auditions. Yeah, so you need to think of that extra thing that will make you stand out. And even that 2019, even though I didn't get on the show, I got close to getting into the house.
Wow.
Yes, I got really close. Like, I got really, I think I was like top 50 or so.
Whoa,
I got really close to getting.
So close.
Exactly. So it just means that you have to really stand out. You know, stand out, be creative with your video, be authentic, be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to be tricky. Don't try to be Tacha. Don't try to be Nengi.
Right.
You know, be yourself, and that's it.
Tell me, Tricky, that one secret. Don't say it out loud, but just tell me, what did you do differently?
My God.
Do not say it out loud. Tell just me, please.
Man, I'll tell you the one thing I did differently, man.
But how can people get this book though? Because I see that it's people really want to go through it. People talk about it online. Oh, TrickyTee has a book. How can people get it?
Yeah, so it's on my website, TrickyTee.com/buy my book. But on all my social media handles, it's the link in my bio.
Oh, dope.
It's the link in my bio, yes. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's there. Just click the link. You know, and the cool thing is, actually gave a part of the book for free. I talked about a part of the book for free. So even if you don't buy the book, you can listen to that part, and that part will help you. I'm sure.
Did you hear that?
Yes,
great guy.
Great guy. It's all on my website, TrickyTee.com.
See, I said today was going to be special, and here we have Trikytee wrapping up the Breakfast Connect show with us. It's really sad that it had to be this short, but thank you for making it. It was not so easy for him to find his way here, but here he is. Tricky, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right,
bye for now.
Bye.